17 ways to create subject lines that stand out in the inbox. Now, your subject line is one of the most important parts of your email. If it doesn't get your subject's attention and entice them to open your email, then even the most spectacular newsletter you've ever created won't get read. Now, that's why it's important for you to take your time to create subject lines that get clicks. To that end, check out these 17 tips, ideas, and templates. Number one, keep it short. Now, most email clients truncate your email subject line, meaning your subscribers are not going to see the whole thing if it's too long. That's why you'll want to keep your subject line to 60 characters or less. Now, take note that some email marketers have tested subject lines and found that even shorter subjects get more clicks. Now, how much shorter? About 30 characters. And this may not be true for your particular audience, which is why this is something you should test out for yourself to find out what types of subject lines create the best response. Next, number two, avoid clickbait. Now, as you work your way through the tips in this guide, you are going to see different ways to get your readers' attention. Now, the one thing you don't want to use, however, is clickbait. These are outrageous and or misleading subject lines that don't have much relevance to the content inside your email. For example, imagine creating a subject line like this: Actress Julia Roberts dead? The line suggests Roberts is dead, which will get people opening the email. But then, if the email confesses that she's not really dead, you're going to trash your credibility. Now, people aren't going to trust you next time. They'll unsubscribe or they'll simply stop opening your emails, no matter what the subject line is. The point is, don't use clickbait, not even once. Doing so could harm your long-term open rates and destroy any trust and credibility you've built with your audience. Number three, present a benefit. When people see your email, they're going to be wondering, what's in it for me? In other words, what benefit will the subscriber get if they click on and read your email? Now, whenever possible, your subject line should answer that question. For example, 6 surefire house training tips, see inside. The easiest way to lose weight. How to double response rates. Next, arouse curiosity. Another way to get more people clicking on your subject lines is by arousing curiosity. You can do this in the following ways. Ask a question. For example, are you making these dog training mistakes? Use a question mark on a statement or claim. For example, best fat loss tip ever? Now, arouse curiosity about how someone will get a benefit in what seems like a counterintuitive way. For example, eat chocolate and still lose weight? Now, as always, be sure to arouse curiosity in a relevant way. That is, no clickbait. Number five, convey urgency where warranted. If you have an email that's urgent, such as an offer that ends soon, then convey this urgency in your subject line. For example, last chance for 50% off. There are two keys to this strategy. Number one, use the strategy sparingly. If you're making every email sound urgent, you're going to lose credibility. Number two, don't use fake urgency or scarcity. If it's not truly urgent, then don't make it sound like it is. Obviously, faking urgency will destroy your credibility. Now, the overall key here is that you are looking to help people. It's helpful to let them know if time is running out on a special offer, as they'll be upset if they miss it. Now, it's not helpful to try to boost response with fake scarcity claims or similar. Number 6, be specific. Now, the more specific your subject line, the more credible and attractive it will be. That's why you want to be precise and specific when using numbers. Now, consider these two examples. Reasons why you can't lose weight versus 7 reasons why you can't lose weight. Now, in most cases, the second line with the specific number 7 will get more clicks than the first headline. Number 7, personalize subject lines. If you collect first names while building your list, then from time to time, you'll want to use the recipient's first name in your subject line. Not always, as doing so will lessen the impact of the strategy, but do it from time to time to highlight a particularly important email. For example, hey, you can include a first name. Do you want more sales? Next up, ask a question. Asking a good question in your subject line can engage readers, arouse their curiosity, qualify them, and get them clicking through. I've shared a couple examples earlier of how to ask questions in your subject lines. Now, here are 3 more examples. Is this food sabotaging your diet? Do you love Paris? Are you at risk of a heart attack? Next, utilize social proof. Now, social proof is when you suggest that other people are doing something specific, which makes the reader want to do it too. Now, here's how to do it. Use phrases that suggest others are doing something. For example, who else wants to lose weight fast? Be specific with a number. For example, 2,443 other people can't be wrong. Inform the reader that others know something that they don't know. For example, what top golf pros do to shave strokes off their game. Next up, number 10, avoid anything spammy. Now, if your subject line looks like an advertisement, many of your readers are going to simply ignore it. To that end, avoid anything that looks like spam, such as aggressive sales messages, subject lines in all caps, multiple exclamation points. Now, here's an example that hits all 3 points above to look like spam. Sale ends tonight. Act now. Number 11. Make people feel special. Now, you should be sending exclusive content and offers to your mailing list, as that's one benefit to get people to join your list. Now, when you do send these offers or content, let people know it's something exclusive, which will make them feel special. Now, here are example subject lines that help make people feel special. Exclusive offer for subscribers only. You're invited. Free report for your eyes only. Number 12. Help people. I've said this before, but it's worth saying again. The main goal of your newsletter should be to help people. With that in mind, you'll also want to create subject lines that show people that you intend to help them. Now, let me give you a few examples. Our black mold problem solved. Free SEO video, get more traffic. Want to travel well on a budget? Here's how. Next, number 13, be unique. Now, when your subscriber is scanning through all the emails in their inbox, most of the subject lines are going to look pretty similar. Similar words, similar offers for free content, similar promotional offers. Now, if you want your email to stand out, it needs to be unique. It needs to say something unexpected in order to get attention. In other words, it can't blend in with all the other emails filling your recipient's inbox. Now, one very simple way to be unique is to say something unexpected in the subject line. And this might be as simple as an unexpected word, or it may be an unexpected viewpoint. For example, an unexpected viewpoint. Why this fat loss trainer recommends chocolate. An unexpected word. My thighs are ginormous. All you need to do is interrupt your reader's thoughts for a split second, and that's the goal when you use unexpected language. In that split second, you can get their full attention and get them to click on your email to read more. Number 14, use attention getting words. Now, there are some words that almost always seem to catch people's attention, and these words are often referred to as super words, trigger words, or even power words. Now, whatever name you want to attach to them, the point is to start incorporating them in your subject lines to see if they boost your conversion rates too. Now, here's a swipe file of some of the top words. You, amazing, secret, discover, how to, new, news, guaranteed, proof, free, quick, easy, fast, sexy, genius, lazy, startling, surprising, breathtaking, smart, savvy, revolutionary, remarkable, heartbreaking, excited, horrifying, love, steal, awesome, mind blowing. Now take note that some of these words reference emotion. Now, evoking some sort of emotion is often a good thing. For example, the heartbreaking reason you're not losing weight. Number 15, use active language. Another key to crafting a good subject line is to use reader-oriented active language instead of passive language. Now, in order to create active language, you need to have a specific subject performing a specific action. For example, you need to lose weight. The subject is you, and the action is lose weight. Now, compare that to a passive language. Weight needs to be lost. Now, whenever you have weak language, such as needs to be, that's a sign you have a passive sentence. You want to rewrite that to be active. And when it comes to subject lines where you need to be succinct, you can drop the subject you and simple use a strong action verb as the first word in the sentence. In this case, it becomes more like a command, but it's still powerful and active. For example, lose weight with this tip. Boost conversions fast. Get your free gardening inside. Now you can see the point here. Use active language to get attention. This is as easy as starting with a verb as with the examples I've mentioned. Number 16, avoid no reply addresses. Now you can use a recognizable from field. While it's not technically part of your subject line, it's important because it impacts whether people are going to even read your subject line. You'll also want to take this one step further by having a recognizable email address. Now, whatever you do, don't use a no reply email address as that just screams spam. Number 17, use these templates. Now, you should start your own swipe file of subject lines by collecting examples from your inbox. You can also use sales letter headlines and article titles as inspiration, which you can collect from blogs and social media. In the meantime, you can generate subject lines by using these templates. Who else wants a good benefit? For example, who else wants to save money on heating bills? A weird trick for getting a benefit. For example, a weird trick for getting more traffic. Now, does some product or idea really work? For example, does CBD oil really work? Here's how to get a benefit. For example, here's how to win your next marathon. I couldn't stop laughing or crying, etc. when something happened. For example, you can use that as I couldn't stop crying when I stepped on the scale. Now, last chance to get some offer. For example, last chance to save $100. Coupon code inside. Now, have you heard about some idea or product? For example, have you heard about email.com? Some piece of news, this isn't good for some group. For example, new FTC rule, this isn't good for online sellers. Number secrets for getting a benefit. For example, 3 secrets for selling your home for top dollar. Surprising way to get some benefit. For example, you can use that as surprising way to boost your metabolism. Get rid of bad thing for good. For example, get rid of cellulite for good. Are you making these type of mistakes? For example, are you making these Facebook marketing mistakes? Now, the easiest way to get a benefit. For example, the easiest way to start a business. Now, again, this is just a starting point. Be sure to create your own swipe file for inspiration so you can generate all the subject lines you need. Now, let's wrap things up. Your email subject lines can make or break the success of your entire email campaign, which is why it's a good idea to take your time to craft compelling subjects. You may want to start by brainstorming several subject lines using the tips and best practices I've mentioned, and then test the best subject lines to see which ones produce good results for you.